If you want to get closer to God, the first thing you really need to start doing is growing a deep and special devotion to the Blessed Virgin Mary, and she will form in your soul the virtues that are in her own and conform you to the image of her divine Son. If you just give her the time and some childlike trust, even if you don't understand in the beginning how everything will work out, if you just persevere and trust and do what she says, what she's instructed us to do, especially praying the rosary, spending time with her, praying to her aspirations throughout the day of faith, hope and love, and just spending some time in silence with her before her shrines, praying her litanies, and just constantly asking for her help, for her guidance, and to grow in that relationship with her. And you will be surprised over time what she will be able to accomplish in your soul and for the good of all of mankind. And I think it's important to just remember how close she is to us and how she really is a mother to us and how she is very close to us and wanting to help us. And there are some quotes here from various apparitions. For example, the quote to Juan Diego in 1531 from Our Lady of Guadalupe, where she said, "Am I not here who am your mother? Are you not under my shadow and protection? Am I not the source of your joy? Are you not in the hollow of my mantle, in the crossing of my arms? Do you need anything more? Let nothing else worry you or disturb you." So those are very very moving quote from the Blessed Virgin too. I think sometimes people can be put off by, she's a queen, she's the Immaculate Conception, she's the Queen of all angels, which is true, but she also wants to be a very personal friend to us, and she has all the secrets of sanctity in her Immaculate Heart, and she wants to communicate all this to us, and all she requires is our free will and our cooperation to let her do it. And again, with Our Lady of Fatima, what she said to Sister Lucia was, as part of the premises for the first Saturday devotions, for the requirements, where she said, recite 5 decades of the Rosary and receive confession and communion. But she also said, meditating on the mysteries of the Rosary, keeping me company for a quarter of an hour. And I think a lot of people forget that, even if they're distracted, you really are to just have that faith and that trust that you really are keeping the Blessed Virgin company. And I find that's always one of the most consoling quotes of any apparition, is anytime I'm in prayer and I'm struggling to persevere, to just always remember that Our Lady said, you're keeping her company. And so to just try that as much as we can throughout the day, even if we're on the move or if we're sitting at home or wherever we are, if we have a few minutes of silence in the day, to just turn our minds and our hearts towards her. And over time the distractions will lessen. Maybe if we're not used to sitting in silence and meditation, there'll be 1,000 different distractions of bills and rent and money and all this other nonsense that is always pulling our attention one way or the other. And after a certain amount of time, there will begin to be a stillness, a calmness, a peace, a joy and a happiness that the Blessed Virgin, through leading you closer to God, will instill in your soul, and the Holy Ghost will instill in your soul. And all it takes is a little perseverance for us to just keep trying and keep getting close to her in that way. And in the next videos, we'll talk a little bit more in detail about prayer and meditation. Thank you for listening.